Project Maji final presentation with a special appearance by
McKenna Olsen. Who are those kids, Marky?
Those kids are students at the Nyagoma School for the Deaf in Kenya. About 200 students live and go to school there. My Epics team is trying to help them.
Why?
Well, right now the school doesn't have a very good way of getting water. The students have to get it in their school bus every day with small jugs and bring back water for their friends to drink. They can't just go get water from the fridge or the sink like we can.
But Mom says we can't drink water from the lake because it's dirty.
It is dirty and sometimes it even makes them sick. But they don't have any other choice right now. They try to purify their water with chemicals, but they need a better option. That's what my team hopes to help them with.
Oh, that's good. It's no fun to be sick, then you can't do anything fun.
I know. With all the time they spend getting water or being sick, they don't even have enough time to play. They have trouble finding time for school.
That's not good. You should help them so they have time to play. Oh, and I guess to do school too. But how are you guys going to do it?
Moving into our brief outline of the solution, we first look at transportation, which involves moving water from the lake into our filtration drums and getting the water back to the school. This is followed by purification, which takes place through filtration and adding disinfectant. And then the water is stored in a 200-gallon drum on site. Looking more in depth at transportation, the first steps include using a treadle pump to actively push the water using man-made power into the drums, and then with the trailer design, the water will simultaneously filter through the barrels, and then once arriving on site, purification will take place.
The filtration mechanism of our design involves three major components: activated carbon, sand, and wire mesh. Activated carbon is most known for its use in Brita filters, which are what we use to filter basic tap water. It's going to be used to filter out major organic material and bacteria. The next component, sand, is used to also filter out major organic material, twigs, leaves, and such. The wire mesh is what we will use to separate the two components from each other in the layer, so as to better focus the layers on each component they're supposed to filter out. The main benefits we were aiming for were they were easily accessible, low cost, and easily replaceable. It's very critical to the school that they do not have to devote more time than necessary in filtering and obtaining clean water. The actual physical filtering system involves a filter composed of these three layers, the activated carbon, sand, and wire mesh, that sits on top of the barrel that's going to be collecting the water from the trailer. This will be pumped into the filtration system with a treadle pump. The next step of our design involves purification of the water. Now that all the solids and hopefully some of the bacteria are filtered out, it is now imperative that the rest of the harmful bacteria and viruses are also eliminated. This is where peroxide comes in. Peroxide, H2O2, is safe. It becomes water and oxygen when it reacts, and only a small amount is needed, only 0.5% of the total volume. Additionally, many rural hospitals use peroxide as a form of disinfectant that they spray, so it's also easily accessible. Another component that many third world countries face in terms of purifying their water is the bad taste that accompanies it with chlorine and such. But with peroxide, because it decomposes into water and oxygen, it does not leave a trace, making it highly effective as a disinfectant.
We've run into a few issues this semester, the first being material availability and accessibility. We're not sure how available sand with high filtration quality is in Bondo, as well as that accessibility of peroxide and activated carbon might be limited, which would impede the implementation of our design. We have little technical knowledge when it comes to constructing a final design, so we've struggled with that a little bit. And we've had limited communication with the school, so we're not exactly sure what resources are available to us when we arrive to implement our final design.
Our team is currently working with SafeSip to refine our rotating purification system, as they have designed a smaller but similar version of this technology for their project. We are also working on a simple system for our trailer that will allow our drum to rotate because of the forward momentum of the trailer wheels during transport. We have already applied for the ASU Innovation Challenge and will receive more information about the results of the first round of the competition in January. We are also working on getting in contact with the Nyangama School for the Deaf.
Ideally, by spring 2014, we will have developed a full-scale prototype, a deliverable product, and we will have raised enough funds to travel to Bondo and implement our final design, which will take place in the summer of 2014.